Welcome back to another video. So today we've just checked into this really nice hotel in a place called Najaf, which is around maybe a 2-hour drive from Baghdad. I'm not going to do a tour of the room right now. I'm going to do a tour of the room towards the end of the video. So what we're doing today is we're heading out and going to a place called which is called Babylon, which is an ancient monument, an ancient site. We've hired a guide. Another thing I really wanted to mention about coming to Iraq is that you don't need a guide. I've not used a guide. I mean, there are places where I've gone and I've asked people to help me out. They haven't really charged me anything. Usually, you do not have to use a guide. You can come and use like a tour agency here. They're extremely expensive, but I kind of wanted to explore the country by myself. We're gonna head out now. I'm gonna show you some parts of the streets of Najaf right now, and then after that we're gonna go to Babylon. I might show you some food that we eat, and then after that we're gonna head back to hotel. I'll give you a room tour of where we're staying at, and you can see what it's like. So see you in a little while. So the hotel that we're staying at is called Al Sahla Hotel, but like I said, I will show you the actual room later on. So we're just gonna walk down the streets right now to go and find a taxi. So I'll just show you glimpses of the actual place here. Baklava. This city of Najaf is an extremely religious city. We're here, it's March right now, and it's like maybe 27 degrees or something, so it's not extremely hot. I found this place, Najaf, to be a little bit more kind of relaxed vibes. It's not as busy. Walaikum salam. جبير يوتيوب نعم كيف حالك بخير؟ نعم عندك فون؟
ان شاء الله.
شارك.
ليش
اكتب جبير احمد.
جبير احمد.
شكرا السلام عليكم. It's not important in Iraq to actually have a tour guide. You can walk around freely as I am right now. This is a point I wanted to prove, really, that you can be all over Iraq and not have anybody with you. You can walk around alone. It's not like the neighboring country of Syria, which you have to have somebody with you at all times. So a little bit confused here. I think it's down that way, because maybe see if this guy is ready for anyone. Nah, no, he's not. Don't think he's working. Let's see if we can head. Dubal Sayara. Taxi هناك كثير. شكرا. There's people from around the world that come to visit the shrine of Hazrat Ali radiallahu anhu, and so it's very normal for tourists to be walking around, and like people from various different countries. It's not odd. Whereas when I was in like Baghdad and places, or Mosul, it was slightly a little bit, I think people perceived it slightly more foreign. I'm not sure about Baghdad too much, but maybe Mosul. But Najaf here, there's like, I went into my hotel and it's like a Pakistani man that served us, and yeah, so they actually thought we were from Pakistan, which is funny because neither of us are from Pakistan. From the other two countries, Bangladesh and India. Assalamu alaikum. Lots of kids around here. I think we've approached like a main road where we can get a taxi. Let's have a look. In fact, no, there's this taxi. He's actually with somebody. So we're gonna try and get a taxi. Assalamu alaikum. There's a taxi here, so let's ask. Assalamu alaikum. Garage? So we're in the taxi right now, and so yeah, we're heading. He said it's like 4,000 dinars, which is around £2 for like a 10-15 minute journey. So taxis are incredibly cheap in Iraq, and most importantly, the taxi drivers are extremely honest, unlike other places that I've been to. So you won't have any issues with people trying to rip you off and stuff like that. I mean, you could probably always haggle, but at the end of the day, it's extremely affordable.
وين؟ كان بالشارع ما حد يقول لك شيء. تقعد للصبح تقعد بالشارع ما حد يقول لك. امان.
Yeah, every
انا افتر بالليل افتر عبيب.
after
وين ما كان.
every taxi driver I talk to about like coming to Iraq from abroad, and there's like, they don't get angry at me, but they're just trying to proclaim that completely safe here, like there's no question about it. So yeah, it's like the 50th time I'm hearing this. So I found out about these lines, you know, these cracks on the windscreens here, and it's because when they drive, it's all of them are, the reason why stones actually fall on them when they're driving, so that's why they're all cracked. Every single car in Iraq, well 95% of them will have cracked windscreens. So we're gonna get a taxi right now to hit a place called Hilla, and Hilla is basically close by to Babylon, so you have to go there first before you actually go to Babylon. هذا تاكسي؟
اي تاكسي. يلا صح.
Salam. So we're in the taxi now, and he's charging us like 5,000 Iraqi dinars, which is like about £2.50 for like a 1 hour drive. So we're currently with our tour guide right now, and he's going to take us to the site. So we actually got dropped off by taxi to a place called Hilla, I think it's called Hilla, and now we're on our way. It's going to take like 20 minutes. So that's where the ancient site is.
It's called Mardukh.
What, the actual animal?
Yeah,
or?
yeah. Its head is from a snake.
His
And
head is from
yeah,
snake.
And
Okay.
its body is from the dragon.
Ah.
And its legs, it contain like one from the lion and one from an eagle.
Why did they do that?
Yes, it was like a god for the Babylonians.
Oh, it was like a god.
Yeah, they were praying for him.
So basically, you have like a snake head,
Snake head
And then the- dragon body,
body.
and then the tail is just obviously part of the dragon as well.
Yeah,
And these.
that's for a lion, the face, and the second one for the eagles.
Oh my God, that's like such a mix of
Yeah.
all animals.
Yeah, that's true.
And
It's
these
even
two-
strange that Babylonian think about a dragon before.
I know. Maybe there were dragons then.
Who knows?
Who knows? Just look how grand these gates are here. Well, this is just part of the gate, but then you have this entrance here. It's like such a grand entrance, and then this like leads out into the entire kind of Babylon kind of area. We just had to pay like 25,000 Iraqi dinars, which works out around maybe £12.50, I think it is. So it's not that bad, but he tried to our tour guide tried to haggle us in like a local, which is only like 3,000 dinars, which it didn't work, but fair enough, it's worth it actually. So 3 cool facts for you about Babylon as a city. Number 1, they're like, Babylonian Empire is like maybe 4,000 years old, but the ancestors go back another 6,000 years, so like 10,000 years old. Their capital has been here in close by to a town called Hilla in Iraq, and it was actually excavated and discovered in the 19th century. Second thing, most of the gods are females, and the third thing is that forgot the third one. The third one was that they were the first ones to invent writing. They kind of used like clay, and they used to kind of like carve out in the clay, let it dry, so that's how it was done. So yeah, 3 cool facts. But this wall here, all these walls were built 500 years before Christ.
Yeah.
And they were built by Nebuchadnezzar.
Nebuchadnezzar in Arabic.
Nebuchadnezzar. Oh, okay. So basically, this place is 4,000 years old.
Yeah.
But the empire, did you call them the Babylonian Empire?
Yeah, the Babylonian Empire.
The Babylonian
They
Empire.
are like sisters of Akkadian, which are sisters of Sumerian. So the whole thing is about 6,000. So, by the way, like these walls, these walls are the original one of Ishtar Gate.
Wow, look at all that carving.
Yeah, that's original, by the way.
So Babylonians were the first ones to invent the idea of transactions, so like buying and selling and like contracts and stuff like that. So when you go and get a phone contract and they've written all the details down for you, know that that comes from the Babylonians. So you see these walls here, they're all from the time of the Babylonians. So amazed that there's like, are these carvings just by people right now?
by
Obviously,
people,
yeah. So
like,
let's ignore that one, but like you can see like that one over there. Look at all the details. Like, how could someone even do stuff like this? Like, it's so amazing.
Many years, that's incredible, actually.
I know. I've not seen anything like that in our modern times. Like I've not seen anything like that at all. It's just so shocking how the detail. Look at all those.
The weather and all this stuff, they didn't affect the place.
Babylonians were the first ones to invent like rules
Yeah,
related
that's
to
true.
civilizations.
That's
So agriculture, law, money, things like
Yeah.
that. Let's go and have a look at some Babylonian writing. So
That's the type of writing they were using.
wow,
That's what you're gonna see.
so intricate. Like
Yeah, it was with the bambos. And it's all like letters, by the way.
to
and
me,
codes.
it just looks like scribbles, but
Yeah,
I'm sure
that's
it
like-
meant something to them,
Yeah,
obviously.
yeah.
So such a fortunate opportunity to come down here. So we're gonna head back up now, all the way up here. When would you say Babylonian was actually discovered?
Discovered 19th century.
That's quite late.
Yeah.
Oh, that is quite late.
They know about the place, but
Yeah.
like they're
Not 100%, like they hadn't got a
Where
guarantee.
is it?
I'm quite fortunate to be here. I'm actually really proud that I've made it to this place.
Is the original one. And the
So this is where all the Babylonians to gather, come and pray.
gather in here and to pray.
So you can see this line here. This was one of the symbols of Babylon, and under this line you could see like someone, like a human being lying there, and it's like this kind of symbol of defeating the enemy, like the Babylons defeating the enemy. So even though like the Babylonians have been around for
That
like so many
thing is
years,
so, like,
they reached a
so
peak
heavy.
when
It's like
like
tons.
500 years before
You're
Christ.
gonna find.
It looks like to me there's not a lot of people here. Is it because we're late, or is it just, does it just
most
not
people come in the morning.
In the
They're
morning.
Like they're all Polish tourists in here.
Polish? All
Yeah,
right.
From Poland.
Okay. All right. Interesting. We're not the only foreigners
Yeah,
then.
of course. You can see how it's heavy.
This is from, oh my god,
Yeah,
that's like easily like 15-20 kg, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So you could do a little bit of weightlifting
It was
with
like
this.
3 tons. Yeah.
I might as well just do some bicep workout because I haven't been to the gym in a long time, so that is quite heavy, but
You're already muscular.
it's actually quite amazing to be holding the bricks and the material, touching the material that, you know, is from 2,500 years ago. It's a huge privilege to be here, and with our guide as well. Like if you come here alone, I don't think you'll get full benefit. You should get our guide, and if you want information, then we can give you guys information so that you can use him as a guide as
I'll
well.
appreciate it.
No worries, no
By
worries.
the way,
He's very
let's
educated.
go from this way.
Our tour guide is actually a student studying dentistry, and he does this as well at the same time to revive tourism in his city. So we were really lucky to have him by our side, because if we walked in by ourselves, I would have been completely lost. So you can see all these ruins. Ruins down here. They were all houses before. They were where soldiers used to sleep.
Like
So you can see here, like this is not just soil here, but as you can see, if you walk down here, there's like basically you can see some structures sticking out here. Our guide was just telling us that under all this there's actually more that can be excavated, and basically there's an actual construction down here. There's an actual structure, a building down here, but excavation takes time, of course, and
money.
it's just shocking that, and money and research, time, effort. So yeah, it's just so shocking, like how much they've excavated and how much is left. The same thing here, right? I'm guessing.
Yeah, of course. All these places are like ancient ruins.
If you see here, you can see some scaffolding. It's because these structures here are actually starting to collapse. So is it UNESCO that have put up these?
Yeah.
Oh, most likely, like UNESCO have put up these here to to preserve it. But it's so shocking that like they're starting to lean.
Yeah.
Like,
whereas,
it's been a while, of course.
graffiti
Yeah.
and everything.
And the sun's setting over there. It looks absolutely beautiful. So as you can see here, this area might look like a normal pathway, but behind this wall here is like, I'll just show you if I come along here, is it's like a continuous maze. And basically Nebuchadnezzar, I think that's his name.
The kings tried. By the way, even inside there, you're gonna find rooms for soldiers.
Oh.
It was like traps, and all the roof were like containing planets on it, so that they can't see the sky.
So that was to confuse. It was to confuse the enemies that used to come from outside. So that's quite a genius
all of
idea.
it, like,
So when Saddam reconstructed, he put these are
Bricks
his
on it.
imprints.
yeah, he's a prince. He's writing at the age of Saddam Hussein, the president of Iraq. God bless him. He's the protector of Iraq and its civilization. Yeah.
So
and many other words.
he put a lot of effort into glorifying
Yeah.
himself. So when the Americans invaded in 2003, they actually used this place here as one of their bases. So if you walk around, you'll actually see some graffiti saying USA, but it's just shocking. Like, people came and really manipulated this area, didn't they? Like, they took advantage of the area by using the resources here, yeah, just like maybe dumping rubbish. Has that ever happened here, where they've like dumped rubbish and stuff like that here, or not? Maybe not. Have they ever dumped rubbish and stuff like that here?
No, actually, but like they take the ancient stuff.
They take stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
So like you were mentioning about the Germans actually stole something from here, is that right?
Yeah, the Ishtar Gates.
Yeah, so
many people want to take many things in from here.
Because it's very rich
And these things are priceless.
Let me tell you guys a quick cool fact about this place. That palace over there, which is near the Babylonian kind of area, the walls, is basically Saddam Hussein's palace. And he ruled for 35 years. And that building was built for him, constructed for him, but he never even used it once. They made 3 meals per day for him, just in case he came. So a lot of food must have gone to waste. What's important to understand is that what we've discovered here, and like in all of Iraq, the excavations that they've done for the Babylonians, is that right? They've only like discovered like 5%. So there's a lot more to be like excavated and discovered. It's just crazy the amount of stuff here that's been excavated already, but the amount of stuff that's left as well. So we've come to this place to eat here, and it's called, what is it called? We've come to this place here called Yasmin Sham, and we're gonna go inside and get some food. It's extremely flashy, but it's been recommended by a tour guide, so let's go inside. And it's an extremely flashy place. It looks very posh here. It's not as busy. So basically how it works in a lot of Iraqi restaurants is that there's an area just for like general men to just go and sit down. There's also an area for like families to go, which is really nice, so that's where we're going. So our tour guide's going to sit separately. I told him to eat with us, but he said no, so we're going to go and eat. Both of us, we're going to eat, and then our tour guide's going to sit separately. Shukran. Hunak. I know.
Actually, so you like steak?
Yeah.
Meat steak actually, and that's the western, and that's like the eastern.
East?
Do you wanna like
Western and
Iraqis?
Eastern. So we're upstairs in the family area now, and like we've ordered a couple of shawarmas and chips as well, but they've also got some like salads and stuff down here which you can choose. Like you get a small one here, like on these plates here, like a small one for like 4,000 dinars, and then a bigger one for like 5,000, and then the biggest one's like 6,000 Iraqi dinars. So this entire place is very fancy. Like they've got like all these desserts on show here. It's called restaurant. Yeah, restaurant. That's a restaurant. And they've also got like a really nice cool piano here. The decor's like absolutely amazing, and they've also got like a children's play area over there, so I won't venture off too much. But yeah, it's a pretty cool restaurant. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Pretty cool restaurant here. We did get some of the starters, so we've got like hummus and pomegranate and pickles and apple and pasta here. Complimentary. They always bring you soup wherever you eat in Iraq, just like several other countries. So we're gonna dig into this here. That's some really nice soup. That's probably the best soup that I've had so far in my entire trip in Iraq. It's got like these noodle pieces inside it, and lentils, and it's just so like, it's so rich and full of flavor. So here's our food, and we've got the chicken and lamb shawarma, and I don't know why it's wrapped. I'm not sure why that is. And then some cheesy chips. This is the first time I've seen a restaurant actually wrap their food to keep the food warm. And then obviously you've got your bread down here as well, plenty of bread. They look like Subway breads actually. So yeah, we're gonna dig into this now, and I'll see you guys in a little while. So I'm back in Najaf now, and I'm walking through this like marketplace to walk towards a hotel. Our taxi driver actually dropped us off, but unfortunately they can't go right next to our hotel because it's like within an enclosed area. But I'm walking through this marketplace. A lot of it's closed right now, but there's people like selling t-shirts and like jewelry and stuff like that, and like all sorts of clothes really. But this place is extremely like kind of packed, as you can see here. Well, this is not that busy, but apparently it gets busier than this. So as you saw before, that was some extremely tasty food that we had before. But we're walking back to our hotel. I'm going to show you the room as well. So let me walk back to the hotel. Let me get inside the hotel. When I get to my room, I'm going to show you, give you a quick tour of the room, show you what it's like. So finally, it's time to show you the room. We're in room 501. Okay, so here we are. So basically what happened with the room is that the first room that we had was a twin room, and so we went and got it changed, and that's where I've got all my bags and everything. And they said we'll put you up on a higher floor with a bigger room, so it's got a double bed and a single bed. So here we are. So you have your luggage area here. You've got like a cupboard area here with like your Quran and your prayer mats, and you also have like the best part I'll show you, which is this here. So you've got these remotes. This is the first time I've seen something like this in a hotel. So you've got these remotes where you can actually use to check this out. I think this is the wrong remote. Let's have a look. Now that's embarrassing because this one doesn't work. That means let's try the other one, the double bed. Okay, so there's a remote for the double and the single bed, and let's see. So basically, so you might be able to hear a sound, and this was sound I was referring to before. So you can see that the headboard actually comes not the headboard, sorry, the part where you place your head. The mattress actually itself lifts up from the bottom. So as you can see down here, there's all these like kind of the bed's actually separated from the bottom, so you can actually lift the entire head part all the way up. It's the first time I've seen something like this in a. So even like this part here, the foot part, you can lift it and you can put it down, and like even I think, yeah, it's amazing. Like this is the first time I've seen a bed like this in a hotel. So yeah, that's gonna give me well-deserved rest, I think, because I have not been sleeping properly. I've been sleeping like maybe 3-4 hours for the past like so many days. It's been hard to get sleep here. And then down here you have like a this is going to be awesome because I'd have to take my chargers out, so I just place my phone here and boom, it's charging. So it's really convenient that they've got that here, and they've got really nice, like they've got a weighing machine, sorry, they've got a weighing scale, safety box. I think on this side here they've got yeah, just a normal wardrobe, lamp, cupboard areas here, which is really nice. They've got a fridge, and let me show you something. In Iraq, the fridge normally is full of water. I mean, this one's actually quite empty, but normally the fridges are full, racked with so many waters. And then you've got like a kettle and everything like that here. And then I'm coming to the best part, but not yet. Let me just quickly show you the toilet. So what's nice is that in the toilets they give you like these sandals here, and then they give you like these toothbrushes, toothpaste, and then you've got like really nice sink area, earbuds and stuff like that. And then the bathroom is actually very, very clean. So yeah, we'll go back out. I'm going to show you the best part of this room is this here. So let me show you the best part about this room. You see this white remote here? All you do is you press on the last button, and watch this. That is awesome. And then you've got an amazing view of Najaf from here. I'll try to show it in the morning when I wake up for our next video, but it is really, really nice having a view, because the other room didn't have a really nice view. So yeah, it's for the same price. They've upgraded us. Well, it's not really an upgrade, it's just like a double bed and a single bed. But yeah, this is probably the best hotel we've stayed at in Iraq, and the price for this hotel is $70 per night, which I think is around like 50 quid, you could work it out in pounds, and then in Iraqi dinars, I'm not even sure. I'll put it down on the bottom. But yeah, I'm gonna kick back, relax, try to do some like kind of video editing and stuff like that, and yeah, more videos coming soon. Just want to say thanks so much for watching this video. If you made it to the end, thank you for your attention, and hopefully we should have some more videos coming soon from various places around Iraq. And yeah, that's all for now. Hope you've enjoyed it. Please remember to like, subscribe, and switch on that notification bell button so that every time I upload a video, you'll get a notification as opposed to like kind of having to find it yourself. So yeah, for now, good night from Najaf, and see you all in another video. Assalamu alaikum.